Everyone, Paul ISM, welcome to another video. So today we're going to be having a look back through the E30 M3 from Beemax, the Warsteiner, the Bastos and the new Fina kit as well. Not a review, it's an add-on review like I did with the M6 GT3 the other day. I've already reviewed the Warsteiner kit and the Bastos rally car as well. You can go back on the channel, I'll put the description in below. You can go look at the previous reviews there. And we've got the Fina one to look at today, which I'm going to start building today as well, funnily enough. Now, the Beemax were very, very kind enough to send me a whole selection of kits to review and build. And this is the reason I'm kind of doing this. I can't do a full review of the Fina, because as you'll see in a minute, it's pretty much the same kit as the Warsteiner kit, with a few extras and different decals. So there's no point doing a full review. So I thought it'd be interesting we compare them side by side, look at the differences, look at some of the aftermarket extras, decals you can get as well, and kind of what we did with the M6 GT3 the other day. Now, like I've said many times, this is my favourite kit. I love this kit. I love the original car. This kit is just brilliant to build. 6 of them right there next to me, and I'll show my built ones at the end. Absolutely love it. It goes together with virtually no problems at all, and it's just a stunning looking model. Really is great. Loads of decal schemes out there for us, some aftermarket bits and bobs. So if you're looking to build a first car, it's ideal. I've done a video build series on the Jägermeister one, so you can go back and look at that as well. And it's just a great kit. Absolutely love it. So, enough waffle from me. Let's go overhead and let's have a look at what we've got. Right, okay, so the boxing, let's have a little look. Now, this one's going to be a bit difficult to get in shot because it's on a portrait layout. And this is the first release that Beemax did. This is the Warsteiner car, the 91 Deutschland model. So I've built this kit already probably 2 or 3 times. I've not built the box art one just yet, but I will get to it. It's a 2-in-1, it's 2 different schemes in there, well, 2 different cars, and we'll have a look through the box in a minute. The second release was the Bastos rally car from the Tour de Cause 89. Again, built this out of the box. I built it in an aftermarket scheme as well. Love the kits from different parts, different decals. There's a different detail upset as well. There's a review of this one on the channel. I'll link it in the description. There's also a review of that one on the channel as well. I'll link that in the description as well. And I'm pretty sure I'll go through both detail upsets for them. I open it all up, have a look. So what we'll do in a minute, we'll have a look at the boxes, we'll go through each one and I'll try and pick out the differences in the kits and show the differences. Then I will look at the detail upsets, and I've got about 15 sets of aftermarket decals to look at as well. This is the latest boxing. This is the Fina 1992 DTM car. Absolutely lovely. So this is a 2-in-1 set as well. Get the Jägermeister scheme and the Fina scheme as well. I am literally starting this afternoon. I've already built the Jägermeister, did a video build of it, and I'll put that in the description of the video too. And like I say, if you want to see the updates on this, watch my bench updates on here, and watch out on ISM Facebook and my Paul ISM Facebook page as well. Again, all linked in the description down below. So we'll start off at the beginning. Now, we have gone through this kit already. There's an in-depth review if you want to go back and look at it. But we'll very quickly just grab the instructions and the decals out the back, and we'll have a look at each one as we go through. So we're not going to get the decals out because I've gone through these in depth in the other reviews, but nice decals. I've not done the scheme yet. I want to do it. It's definitely on the cards, one of my pretty soon kind of builds, but the decals aren't bad at all. I've had no problems with Beemax details yet. They've all gone down well. And responded well to setting solutions. So you get the nice stripes there. You've got the gold backing for the Warsteiner logos as well, and you get your little BMW logos there too. I'm just going to move my light over a touch. It's a bit far back. Do apologise. So a nice scheme out the box. It is really, really nice. Nothing to write home about in there at all. It's just pretty standard scheme. There's your colour layout there. So you got Steve Soper's car, which would be the one I would do if I were going to choose them. Excellent to see a colour call out, absolutely superb. This makes all the difference, and you get to visualise what the car will look like when it's done. So it's a white base colour with the M stripes, Warsteiner logos, and other various logos on there as well. Nice simple scheme, and shouldn't be too difficult to do at all. Instructions are going to vary from kit to kit because there's going to be different parts in here, different bits and bobs, but pretty basic layout instructions, nice and simple and clear. What I do like about the Beemax kits is the call out for the photo etch is in a little shaded box, so if you've got the option of it, keep an eye out for these and it'll tell you the parts that they will replace. So like I said, I'm not going to go through all this because I've done a full review on this kit. I'm just going to very quickly show the instructions. So that is the Warsteiner car. So nice decal scheme, nice colour layout there as well. So we're going to pop that in there, and then we're going to go to the rally car as well. Let's have a look again. Full review of this on the channel. There's our decals. There's our kit. Now, due to the Bastos logo on this, I think cigarettes, they won't show it. They legally can't show it. So the Bastos logo is missing. I built this kit. I added the aftermarket decals that come with the detailed upset. They're in there, they're broken up in different ways so they can legally sell them. But again, nice to see the colour layout. It's a lovely kit. All the red you see on my car is a decal. It's all in there. And again, they went on no problem at all. Laid down absolutely fantastic. No bother whatsoever. You get some PE in the kit as well for the rally plates, number plates, etc. There's actually 2 lots in there. I think I put some spare ones in from my last kit. But I've done this kit, the decals went on no problem at all. It's a nice scheme. It really went down well. Instructions, same layout as well. Obviously it's going to be a different build because we're 2 seats in this one. But again, where the photo etch is called out for, it's in a shaded box. And as you go through, your colour call outs, pretty standard. Now you can see there we're shading for the missing decals. I can't tell you what they are. But they are in the detailed upset that you can buy for this car. The Bastos decals are in there. Again, you want to see the review, look in the description and I'll take you through to the full review of this kit too. So again, there's the Bastos version. I'm just going to pop all this. I'm trying to leave all 3 kits open so we can have a look if there's any differences in the body shells. More so on the 2 DTM cars than the rally car, because the rally car's got significant differences, like the wheels, it rides a little bit higher, not a lot. I would have preferred to be a bit higher. It does ride a touch higher. It's got different interior, different spoiler, a few bits and bobs are different. So let's grab the decals out of this one and the instructions and have a very quick look at what we got here. So for the most part, this should be the same as the Warsteiner car, bar a couple of different changes, which hopefully we can try and spot. So the instructions are pretty much exactly the same. So for the Jägermeister, obviously we've got 2 colour schemes here, Jägermeister and the Fina car, going to be different colours. There's going to be different options because there's different rims in here as well, which we'll look at in the cave. Because it's 2-in-1, 2 slightly different cars, you've got 2 different rims. Again, you've got your shader parts for your photo etch, which is very, very handy. I do like that. How to build your belts. A little bit confusing at times. A lot of people get confused with this. If you want a good guide of this, go look at my Subaru build where I build the belts on that. And I do them in a really simple way. But there you go. It's pretty much the same instructions as we go. I will have a look page for page in a little bit and we'll see the difference in this and the Warsteiner. But for the most part, there we go. We've got the part list on the back so we can compare that too. And we've also got the colour call out for both cars. Really nice. So the Jägermeister car, which is beautiful. So it's given the option for 2 different sets of rims on the Jägermeister. It's a great looking car. I've built this one, a video built it, and it's a stunning looking thing. Really is nice. So very, very cool. And then we've got the Fina car as well, which is the one I'm going to build this time around. So another striking scheme with the red and blue Fina flashes down the side. Very, very nice. That's very cool. Just love M3s. It's one of my favourite cars. E30, E36 M3s. Absolutely love them. Especially E30. It's such a beautiful classic car. And it literally is a classic car now. And getting quite hard to find. So, very nice scheme. I do like that. So, let's have a look at the decals. Now, we are going to open these because I've not looked at these. As you can see, it's a freshly sealed packet. Focus. There we go. It's a freshly sealed packet. So, let's have a look what we've got. So, we'll start off with the bigger sheet. It's manned our Bmw badge logos there. So, the much bigger sheet there. Zoom in a touch. There we go. So all the Jägermeister logos are there, they're nice and thin, they're all in register, they're all really good colours. Warsteiner logos look good. Jägermeister logos look good. Comes again with the window decals. I'm not a fan of those, to be honest. I prefer to spray them. There are mask sets for these as well. I do have them, and I did have them for the M6 as well, but I completely forgot to show them in the last video. So yeah, no problems there with the decals. So it all does come with your decal seat belts as well, should you wish to put them in. No problems there. They're very nice decals, really nice sheet. Like I said, it's a 2-in-1, so if you buy 2 of them, you can do 2 different cars. You've got an existing car, one you've wrecked your decals on. You know, buy this and get your money's worth out of the decals. Now, these are the Fina decals. This is the scheme I'm going to start today. And again, no problem. Oh, we've got tyre markings on there. Yeah, we've got Pirelli tyre markings on the Jägermeister. We've got Michelin's on the Fina. Got the BBS logos there. What have we got on the other one? Just come with separate ones, or we mixing and matching different decals? Can't quite tell. Let's have a look on there. See if we've still got the same BBS logo. No, it's not on the Jägermeister one. So yeah, again, decals, nice, like a semi-satin matte finish, nice and thin again. I would say these are thinner than previous boxings as well. And again, no problems. We've got a few marks, indentations off the kit where the kit's been hitting them. Just at the bottom there, maybe you can see and get the light to angle. There you go, just the bottom. Look, it's missed the decal. And again, I can't see any problem with those. All in register. Colours are good, crisp. Yeah, they look really good. Very, very nice decals. So yeah, no problems there. The decals, they shouldn't give you any issues at all. And the way to do it is, I've already got this kit, so I've got 2 sets of decals, so I could build both cars. I've got spare decals for them, and it's always a nice feeling to have the spare decals, because you know if you screw one up, you're not absolutely you know, in serious trouble, yada yada yada. So it's a nice thing to have spare decals, and it's peace of mind just to make sure if you flummox it, you're not screwed. Right, we'll put them to one side, because otherwise we'll be here all day trying to stick them back in the box. And our little BMW logos as well, which are a very nice touch. They are very, very nice. And then I forgot about those little bad boys. Let's put those out of the way there. So, as you see, there's a difference in your decals, colour call-outs and so on and so forth. So what I'm going to do, we're going to grab the Warsteiner and the Fina box. And what we'll do, we'll go page to page on the instructions. Let's look at the call-out on the back. Right, so Tree B on the back. Let's have a look. Tree B, is it identical? So I'm just comparing the sprues to see if there's any noticeable difference in parts. Now all looks pretty much the same. They've blanked out one of the number plate markers there. On this side, on sprue A, door cards, all the interior looks to be the same. Tree C, we've got the bumpers, the bonnet, the headlights, the glass parts, all the same parts blanked out as well. No issues there. The wheels, 2 sets of wheels, you're going to get the same set of rims in each one, and there's an extra set in the Fina kit as well. Tree F looks to be different. You've got 2 sets of either mirror glass or mirrors. It's hard to tell to look in the kit, and there's only 1 set of mirrors on the Warsteiner, so we'll have a look at that in a little bit. They're chrome parts, they're the mirror insert actually. That's what they are. So there's only 1 set on the Warsteiner. Tree F. Let's have a look. So rear spoiler's blanked out there. We've got a separate rear spoiler for the Fina, so that'll be interesting to look at that. Exhaust looks the same. Mirrors, 1 set of mirrors, 2 sets with the Fina again. We've got, looks like the same seat, same front splitter, same front bumper, same suspension, tyres, polycaps, etc. all the same. So the differences are extra set of wheels that I can see. We've got a extra set of mirrors with the Fina as well. Extra set of obviously the mirror reflective part in there too. Just zoom out a touch. We've got this set of rims I just spoke about, and extra spoiler as well. And there's some parts on the spoiler sprue as well, which we'll have a look in a second too. Now the body shells, this is the Fina one. This is the Warsteiner. Again, we're not going to take them out. We're just going to compare them. Now the Fina's in a lighter white plastic. The Warsteiner's in more of a creamier colour. So there's obviously changed their plastic a touch. An initial inspection. Body shells look identical to me. There wouldn't really be any difference, I don't think, anyway, because they're both M3s, E30s. So yeah, no differences there. Let's pop that back in. Let's just move the Warsteiner malarkey out of the way. Now, let's have a look at the sprues. So the glass is identical. The interior parts were slightly different. So if I spin that around, it's going to be difficult to see through the plastic, but we're going to point it out. Extra set of mirrors on the Fina. They're negated there. Everything else. So some differences with those sprues. Literally extra set of mirrors on the Fina. And that's about it really. Other than that, they are pretty much the same. So no differences there. Now, we've got extra rims. And there's one set of rims in this one. So they look like, they are rims. They look like those rims to me. And we've got the BBS out of both. And other than being moulded in a slightly different colour plastic, again, they are identical. So they're the extra set of rims that you get different to the standards. Look like those rims to me. And they're the BBS style that come with the kit too. There are aftermarket ones of those available as well. Let me see if I can find. There we go, there's the extra spoiler pack. So, different spoiler than the standard kit one. So, it's got a higher flick to the back. So, the only difference in the spoiler is that the flick, the tail flick at the back, you can see there side on, is higher on this one. It's much more pronounced, taller flick at the back. And then we've got what look like, don't know, are they even used? No, they're not used on this car, but they've been put in there for something else. That'd be interesting to see. They almost look, I don't know what they are, but they're there anyway. Now the other difference is with the chrome sprue. Sorry for all the rustling. Now, haha, that's funny. On the instructions, it negated these, but they are there. So it's an identical chrome sprue. Is it labelled the same? Yeah, same numbers on there, the lot. So identical chrome sprue. So although it showed it not on there, it is actually in there. Now, chassis. Are the chassis the same? Right. So we've got black plastic on the original, white plastic on the newer. Now I can't get the both in shot, so you'll have to bear with me. They look identical. Dashboards look identical. Brakes, sprues labelled the same, so it's the same sprue. And then we've got the interior parts as well, and again, all looks identical as well. So a few differences, not a massive amount. Is the glass different? The glass looks identical too. I'll look at it in a second. So yeah, just a few subtle differences in the kits, not a huge amount. I'm just going to compare the glass out of them both to make sure that is the same. Again, excuse the rustling. This is as much for me as it is you. Yeah, the glass looks the same. Is it the same numbers? 2016, 2016, yeah, same glass as well. So no differences there either at all. So not a vast amount of difference. Literally a spoiler, extra mirrors, extra set of wheels, and that's about it really. No other real noticeable differences. Hope I got that right. We'll soon see. But that is as it is. Now, aftermarket bits. There are wheels for this thing available out there. I do have them. I don't know if I can grab them a hand. Let me have a look. There's also bits that Frankie does as extras. I'm just trying to grab everything I've got for this kit, and I'm all over the shop here. Right, I've grabbed a few of the bits that I've got. Okay. So aftermarket bits and bobs, quite a lot of stuff available for this. There's some rims, there's loads of decals, there's a few other bits. So detail upsets, there's 3 of them. I've only got 2 a hand, unfortunately. There's one for the original one, the Warsteiner, one for the Fina one, and there's the Rally one as well. Again, Warsteiner and the Bastos Rally one are all covered in the other reviews, so you can go and have a look at those. For these ones, the difference is, right, the photo etch parts are labelled differently and they are marked differently as well. I've had a look. I'm not going to open them up because I'll end up losing bits and bobs. They look identical. I've gone through side by side and looked, and the photo etch looks identical. We've got the same ribbon for seatbelts in there, the same antenna, then same antenna mount, the same air jack point. The only difference you can see in this is you get seatbelt decal markings there for the seatbelts, which don't appear to be in the Warsteiner kit, and you get a sheet of carbon as well. So that's the only difference in those detail upsets. Are they worth having? Yes, you get your full photo etch seatbelts, you get your discs, you get your grille, footrest, straps, the bonnet pulls, pins, etc., tow hooks, worth having. The only thing I hate are these window wipers. They are the spawn of the devil. If you tried to make one, you'll know they are a nightmare. There's some different rims out there as well. These aren't them all, but they're just some that I picked up. Now, these, the name of these are Dynamax. The name completely escapes me, but I bought these from a company called KMP, is it? They weren't cheap, they were about 30 quid for the set, but these are pretty unique wheels, and if I remember right, they're either for the Labatt car or the Listerine car. I've got a feeling it's the Labatt one. So they're pretty unique wheels. I'm sure the Dynamax, if I remember right, nobody else makes them. I believe these are 3D printed. You get the wheels and the tyres separately. They are actually very nice. If I zoom in for you to have a look, they are really nicely made. They weren't cheap, like I say. If I remember right, these were like 35 quid posted, which is a crazy price for a set of wheels. But if you want them, you'll pay for them, and I wanted them. Like I say, they are unique to that, not unique to that car, but they are specific to that car. I'm pretty sure it's the Labatt car, Tim Harvey's car, that has these. It's either that or the Listerine car, but anyway, we'll look at that in a second. So they're nice rims. Scale Production does the 17-inch Alpina rims, which I did on the green Michelin scheme, which we're showing them, and I'll show some of my built cars in the end of a minute. Very nice. These are turned aluminium with cast centres, resin brake disc, and turn outers. 3-part. Obviously, if you want to, you can paint the back like I did on mine, and they turned out beautiful. Really nice set of wheels. Again, not cheap at all, but very, very nice. Really nice set of rims. And then you got the 17-inch DTM BBS wheels, which again are absolutely lovely as well. But they're very, very nice. Again, not cheap. I've got several sets of these, and yeah, they are really nice. Turned again, really nice. Very nice rims. So you know, it can be expensive, this this malarkey. Now, decal schemes. There's loads out for this car, and as I said, this is my favourite kit. I've built it 6 times already, and I've got about 15 schemes here in total, and there's some great schemes. SK does the Hilton scheme, the red and gold scheme, which is very, very nice. I'm not going to open each one because we'll literally be there all day, but lovely scheme, really, really nice. Do like that one. You've got the iconic Labatt one, which this will go next to my Sierra RS500. It's Tim Harvey's car. Very nice. I'm pretty sure that's what those rims are for, from my memory, if it serves me right. We've got the Mobile 1 car as well. Again, very nice scheme from MSM Creation. So good looking scheme there. We've got the beautiful John Player Special from Bathurst Lakeside. the Aussie touring cars, and again a beautiful scheme there as well. Very nice looking car, and that uses those rims. As you can see, centre's painted black, outside is left in the chrome silver. We've then got the Mr. Juicy from MSM Creation again. There we go, I forgot the manufacturer. Very nice little logo on the front there, and your M stripes, I do like that one. We've got the Kamachi scheme as well from MSN. Very nice scheme as well, quite a simple one, but a nice striking scheme. We've got the absolutely beautiful decals, whatever it is, and I like this one. This is going to be one of my probably next builds. Real nice dark green, contrasting gold, looks absolutely stunning. I really do like that. We've got the Autotech one as well, and as you can see, these are more likely designed for the Fujimi kit, which if you look at the profile, it does look that bad. It's a terrible looking M3. It really looks nothing like an M3 at all. Knowing Fujimi is probably designed for one of their toy chassis, hence the reason it doesn't. Now this one's quite special and quite terrifying as well. I have built this, where's it gone? I'm sure I had it twice, no, didn't? Well, I've gone past it, no? Okay. There is a another scheme, I'm sure I had. I must be going mad. Okay, there's another Tic Tac scheme as well, which I've done. I'll show the picture in a minute. And it is the green Tic Tacs on the white car, if I remember right. And they will use decals on this one. This thing's an entire mask set. So it's a full mask set. So you spray the car green and then spray the white through the mask. It's terrifying. I was challenged to make it, so I bought them, and I will do it at some point. It looks great. Another iconic car, Will Hoy's Scirocco Omega Express Listerine car. Absolutely stunning. Again, those wheels could be for this. I've completely forgotten which ones are for which now, but I know those wheels are unique for one of these cars, and it's another great scheme as well. I can't wait to tackle. We've got the Deutschland Rally Hartage. I think it's Hartage. Scheme, blue, dark blue, light blue, and that's a very nice looking scheme as well from Reggie. Not any trouble with the Reggie decals. They've always gone down well for me, and always lay down and settle really well. And again, that's a beautiful scheme as well. Very, very nice. Castro scheme as well. Winkelhock's car. So again, this has been made for the Beemax kit, it says at the top. Just reading it, sorry. Telling you where to use the Beemax decals, and again, very nice scheme as well. Striking scheme, M logos, M stripes, Castro scheme. Very, very nice. Got the Marlboro scheme. Who doesn't like all these cigarette schemes? They're awesome. Again, from Reggie, pretty much simple decal scheme, and a nice paint scheme to do as well. A bit of mask in there to spray it off, spray it red, etc, etc. Bastos, so this is the Bastos Sopa car. Just like, yeah, it is for the Beemax kit as well. Very, very nice. I love the red Bastos scheme, it looks great. So, as you can see, you've got a lot of spraying to do on that one as well, a bit of masking to do, but all the decals are there, and it just looks great. Absolutely stunning. And this is one of my favourite ones I've built to this day. This is the Michelin TMR Pina car. And I've built this, it looked absolutely fantastic. The clear coat let me down a bit on this one, and I've never been totally happy. So it's one I've always wanted to revisit, and I've got a couple of sets of these decals for it, and it's something I may redo. It was back when I was using Zero Diamond Clear, and I was never happy with that clear coat. It never turned out as good as the Pro range does now for me, and I was disappointed in the clear coat. So I may well revisit that one at a later date. But as you can see, there are loads of schemes. There's probably not even half of what's out there for the M3. It's a great kit. Like I said, I've got about 9 of them in the stash still. I've built 6. I love it. It goes together so well. There's a few issues. No, there's not really. There's one issue, the bonnet. And I'll show you quickly. I covered it in my video. Where the bonnet goes on, and there is an engine for this from Scale Production as well. Is it Scale Production? No, it's not. It's somebody else. Somebody else makes a full resin engine bay for this, which looks stunning. Problem is, it costs more than the kit to buy. Now, if you look on the kit, I'll show you the fit issue with it. There's little pre-drilled holes, and the bonnet has pegs that fit in there. If you put it in there and into those locating points, the bonnet sits over a tad. like half a millimetre of that, but it is noticeable. A lot of people complained about it. It's such an easy fix. There's two ways around it. Either snip the pins off the bonnet and glue it down where you want it, or my preferred way is to open up the holes to the left a bit more. I think it's to the left. Just open them up a little bit so you can slide the bonnet over and glue it in place. That's it, job done. It does also sit a touch low in there as well. So if you want to prop it up with some plastic card, a couple of shims in there, that'll bring it right up. But I've done it both ways, and even when it sits low, you can't really notice it sitting low. So it's not the end of the world. So there we go, there's a look through the box of those. Let's go back to me and some final thoughts. So there we go, as you can see, there's all the differences. Not a massive amount, just a few subtle differences between the two DTM cars. Probably got some details wrong. Hey, it's one of those things, like I said, I don't know everything. I go on what I can see. Like I said, just a few different details in the box. Plenty of aftermarket rims there as well. You've got aftermarket decals, plenty to keep you going. You could build 20 of these kits with ease and they all would look different. It really is. The sky's the limit. There is also a scale production interior set, but I don't know if it's for the Beemax kit or the Fujimi. I'm not 100% sure. I saw somebody, it was Ronnie actually, showed on the Friday night thing, and I would kind of like to do the road car, so I need to have a look out for that. Anyone knows where we can get those from, because I have had a quick look around, please let me know. Because I'd love to do a road going car in a nice bright red or something like that, just to add it to the collection. So let me know. So hope you found that useful. Big thanks to Beemax and Ivan as well for sending me these kits. Thank you very much, mate. Much appreciated, and thanks to Beemax as well. A few other reviews to get through. Like I said, I'm going to build this today as well, so you can look at the build over on ISM Facebook, my Paul ISM Facebook page as well, which are all in the description. So go check those out. Check out umpretail.com. Go check out Beemax themselves as well. I'll have the bench page for the live show on a Friday evening. Off Air Hangout for Off Air Hangout groups, and of course my Paul ISM Facebook page. So thanks for watching today. I'll catch you all next time. Take care. Bye-bye.